So my dad, when I was growing up, had his office in our house, which was kind of unusual, I think, back then. And it was on the second floor, like where all the bedrooms were and everything, and we'd just go down the hall and we'd hang out, and he had a couple of freelancers there. He had this huge room at the end of the hallway, and he had like one or two, a secretary, a freelancer, and himself, and he would run the company out of our house. So I grew up playing Barbies and dolls like in his office, basically. So that was kind of fun. And then he moved, eventually he moved out to a building that he developed in Creve Coeur, and then another one, and then another one. So, and then we landed here 28 years ago. My dad looked at my portfolio and said, you know, why don't you think about design school? Of course, he wanted me to, you know, somebody in the family to become a designer. And he said either go to the West Coast or the East Coast. And I looked at a couple of schools on the East Coast and the West Coast, and chose Art Center because it was one of the best design schools in the country. It still is. And then every time I would fly home, I'd have a portfolio of work, and my dad, the first thing he would do when I got off the plane is grab my portfolio and start looking at it. So he was so excited that I was gonna be a designer. My first job out of school was with Werremeyer. So I came home, graduated in December, came home and started working in January for my dad. So I didn't really have a ton of different experiences, and that's one of the things where when we hire people, it's fun to have, you know, after doing this for 28 years, I have enough experience now. But in the beginning, it was really talking to other people and learning about the business from others in some respects and what other companies do. The good part about that is that there's no stigma that I've had. So it's our company, our group of 12, it's our company. What do we want to do with it? You know, what do we want to make of it? So it's not something that I've, you know, really thought about as far as like I have to be like this to a particular company. We've just created it as it is, and I think we've done an excellent job. I'm really proud of the company. What's been exciting is to see the change and the evolution. So we started as a printing company back in 1904, and we've evolved. We kept evolving and kept changing. And in the last 18 years, the change has been amazing to see how we grew through financial crisis, and how we changed again. I've gotten better at hiring better people. I've gotten better at knowing the business and understanding what clients need and understanding their businesses better. You know, I think our group is the most talented that we've ever had, and I think I keep saying that at each iteration of our company, but we just keep growing and getting better, and that's the entrepreneur in me, just pushing it to go better and better and better. You know, I look at the economy, what's happening, how it's going to affect our clients, how can it affect us, and I try to build a company that can, you know, weather lots of storms.